As we keep pointing out, the day called Shavuot is Yontif. And Yontif means that there are prohibitions and there are also obligations. One of the primary obligations of Yom Tov is simcha, is joy. And the joy of Yom Tov is not something that is theoretical or something you just lie back and smile. But the joy of Yom Tov comes because you're involved in doing things that bring out the joy. And one of them is eating basar v'yayin, eating meat and wine in order to promote the simcha of Yom Tov. Now, this is perfectly fine, and it's like every other Yom Tov in the world, except for one thing, that there's a minhag to eat chalavi, to eat milchiks on Shavuot. And it's not easy to square these two things. That in order to have simcha on Yom Tov, I have to eat basar v'yayin. But in order to do Shavuot properly, I have to eat a milchik meal. So we usually say that the main time for eating the chalavi is during the day. But there are also people who have a minhag to eat chalavi at night in the hope that the food is lighter and not so tiring, and that the people who come to learn Torah for the night will be able to accomplish that. Will be able to accomplish that with greater ease. So, if you do that, then you eat meat during the day and you eat chalavi at night. But there's some people who are still nervous about that, because after all, why shouldn't they eat basar? Basar at night, so they eat chalavi, and then they stop in the middle of the meal, and then eat something basari. But this is not really necessary. If you decide that you're going to eat chalavi at night, because that's how it was in the time before the Torah was given, so then you eat chalavi. But if you think that this will cause a problem, then you don't eat chalavi, and that's the end of it. So that the obligation to eat chalavi, it seems to me, on Shavuot, is not as strong as the obligation to eat basar v'yayin. But the minhag b'Yisrael is that if you eat chalavi at night, for example, and it makes it easier for you to learn the Torah, because we all learn Torah on the night of Shavuot, and we try to stay awake. Nevertheless, we don't have to eat a milchika meal first and then a fleishika meal in order to sort of take care of all the various obligations that we might have.